Hey guys, this is Trav Max Fun and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first D23 2024 predictions video. So D23 is just around the corner. It is next weekend from August 9th to the 11th. And in previous years, it's usually been called D23 Expo, but this year it's looks like it's being called D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event. But it's still pretty much D23 Expo. This is Disney's big event they have every other year, where they reveal a bunch of stuff from the movies, shows, the parks. And this year it's being called D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event. But it's next weekend. So I'm going to be giving you guys my predictions for D23 this year. My predictions are going to be split into four videos. The first video, this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my Walt Disney Animation Studios and Pixar predictions, what they could announce and showcase at the event. The second video will be my Disney live action and Disney television predictions. And then my third video will be my Marvel and Star Wars predictions. And then my fourth video, which will be the final predictions video, will be my Disney parks predictions. So, four predictions videos. And this is the first one, which is my predictions for what Walt Disney Animation Studios and Pixar could announce and showcase at the event. Next Friday, August 9th, Disney is having a Disney Entertainment Showcase where they're showcasing, which is pretty much the showcase where they're talking about the movies, shows, etc. But what's different this year is that this showcase, the Disney Entertainment Showcase, is going to be held at the HANA Center. It's going to be in a much bigger event area this year with the Disney Entertainment Showcase, and also the Disney Experiences Showcase, which is the Disney Parks panel pretty much. That's also going to be at the HANA Center on August 10th. I'm going to be giving you guys my movie and TV predictions first in these first three videos, starting with this one, and then the final one will be my Disney Parks predictions video. So, so without further ado, let's begin. All right, so we are going to begin with my Walt Disney Animation Studios predictions, what they could announce and showcase, and we're going to start off with Moana 2. So Moana 2 is releasing in theaters this November, and this will definitely 100% be talked about at D23. They'll probably talk more about the story of this movie. They'll probably talk more about the new characters in the film and just other details of the film. And we might also possibly get a new trailer as well. It would make sense since it is releasing in November, so this would be a good time to release a new trailer. So, so Moana 2, probably get more details and possibly a new trailer. Next up is Zootopia 2. A sequel to Zootopia is on the way. It's releasing next year in 2025. So, it's actually going. I believe it's actually going to be having its own panel on August 10th. But it's still probably going to be talked about at the entertainment showcase. So, But for Zootopia 2, they'll probably just talk about what the story's going to be. Possibly talk about new characters in the film, possibly some new casting, so just what the film's gonna be, and of course they'll probably show a logo for the film as well, and so I'm really excited to hear about this one. So Zootopia 2, All right, next up is Frozen 3. Disney is working on a third Frozen film. They confirmed it announced it last year, along with Zootopia 2, as well as Toy Story 5, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But Frozen 3 will probably also get talked about at D23. They'll probably show off a logo for the film and just talk about details, story, maybe some new casting, new characters. So Frozen 3 will probably most likely get talked about. But I'm also curious if they're going to also talk about Frozen 4, because apparently Frozen 4 is also in the works. So we'll see about Frozen 4, but Frozen 3 I think will definitely be talked about. And I believe Frozen 3 is set to release in 2026. I think it's very likely Frozen 3 will be talked about at D23. All right, next up is the Tiana Disney Plus series. This was announced back at Disney Investor Day in 2020, and we've gotten small updates on this series since then. But we might possibly get another update on this series at D23. Back in June, when Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Walt Disney World was opening, they did give us an update on this show. Give us an update on this show. So the show is still happening. I think that could be a possibility of it also being talked about at D23. And if it is talked about at D23, like I said, they'll probably give us an update on it, give us details on the show, maybe when we can expect it to release. But it's definitely possible that this show could be talked about at D23. And then as for other predictions for Walt Disney Animation Studios, they could announce a new film. They could announce new shows. Anything's possible. But those, they could announce new movies. They could announce new shows. Anything's possible. But Moana 2, Zootopia 2, and Frozen 3 are definitely going to be talked about. And then the Tiana Disney Plus series has a good possibility, a good chance of also being talked about at D23. But they might also announce a new movie. They might also announce a new show. That's pretty much all my predictions for Walt Disney Animation Studios. All right, next up is my Pixar predictions of what they could announce, what they could showcase. And first up is Win or Lose. This is the brand new Disney Plus series, brand new Pixar Disney Plus series coming to Disney Plus. It was originally supposed to release last year, but then they pushed it to 2024 this year. But I think at D23 they will give us an official release date for the show, and they'll also probably most likely release a trailer for the show too. So Win or Lose, most likely we'll get a release date and also a trailer. Next up is the Dream Productions Disney Plus series. This was sort of announced this year that this is happening. This is a Inside Out spin-off series. This is based off the Dream Productions sequence in the first Inside Out film, and they're turning it into a Disney Plus series, and we will definitely hear more about this series at D23. They'll probably just talk about details about the series. We might possibly get a first look at the series, maybe even possibly a trailer. I believe it's set to come out in spring 2025. This series will definitely get talked about, probably get details, first look. All right, next up is Elio. This is Pixar's next movie. It was supposed to come out this year, but it got pushed to next year. And this is another one that will definitely get talked about. They'll probably just talk more about the movie. We might get a new look at the film as well. But they'll probably just talk more about the story and other things in the film. but like I said, it's possible we might also get a first look, but Elio is definitely a film that will be talked about at D23. All right, next up is Toy Story 5. So this was announced by Bob Iger last year. He announced, along with Zootopia 2 and Frozen 3, that Toy Story 5 is also in the works. And it's set to come out in June 2026. So it is very, very, very likely that we will be hearing more about Toy Story 5 at D23. Andrew Stanton, the director of Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, and Wall-E, he's set to direct this film. So, yeah, that's very exciting. But, yeah, we'll probably hear more about this film at D23. They might give us some details about the story, maybe talk about some new characters, and maybe announce new casting for this film. And, of course, I'll probably reveal the official logo for the film as well. But yeah, I'm very curious to hear more about this film. Yeah, this was definitely very surprising that Disney announced this last year, that a 5th Toy Story film is in the works. But I'm very curious to see what they have in store for this film. So hopefully we'll hear more about the story of this film next weekend at D23. Pixar also has another film releasing in 2026 in March 2026, and they will most likely announce that film at D23. So yeah, so they'll probably announce new film at D23, and they'll most likely announce that new film at D23, the March 2026 film. They haven't announced it yet, but D23, they most likely will announce it. And then as for other predictions for Pixar, they could maybe announce a new movie or something else, but I think the predictions I just said are including the announcement of the new Pixar film releasing in 2026. I think all of that is pretty much all they're going to talk about at D23. Of course, they could throw in a surprise announcement like Inside Out 2 back in 2022 at D23 in 2022. That was a surprise announcement. But the stuff I talked about just now, I think that's all they're going to talk about, honestly. But yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, so that's pretty much all my predictions for Pixar. So guys, that wraps up my first D23 2024 predictions video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What are your predictions of what Walt Disney Animation Studios and Pixar could announce, showcase at D23? Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this year's D23. I'm hoping they talk about and announce some awesome stuff. And I'm really excited for the entertainment showcase. I'm not going to D23, but I'm excited to hear what will be announced and showcased at the entertainment showcase next Friday. So should be very exciting. Stay tuned for my second D23 predictions video, which will be my predictions for Disney live action movies and Disney television. So that's it. So, before I end the video, I just want to say I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded a lot this summer and this year in general. But for the rest of the year, I'm going to try and upload more. So once again, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded a lot on the channel this summer, this year. But I'm going to try and upload more throughout the rest of the year. So that's just a little channel update there. But yeah, just wanted to get that out there. So yeah. So that's it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time on Traffic Max Fun. Please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.